FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thao, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Wednesday. Hope everybody feeling real good. Good vibes around, good love around, all that good stuff, man. Appreciate all y'all on your way in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest news, videos. But let's get it going. Let's get it together. Got some good content to check out today. My boy Trizzy still tripping in there. Trizzy did all that talking about he is not extending a ceasefire. And if they don't come to an agreement, he go blow it all up and all this and everything. And then just to come to find out, he extended the ceasefire. He said he got a call from some leaders in Pakistan and they agreed to extend the ceasefire. So that's crazy, crazy work. But I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody do all that crazy stuff and everything. So it's cool. I'm glad they extended the ceasefire. As long as they ain't killing each other or whatever. So it's all good. It's all good. Also, I know, have y'all seen that another UFO researcher is missing? Well, not missing. They say he unalived himself a few days ago. Crazy, crazy work, right? Like, what is going on with all this crazy stuff? For real. DJ was good. Charisma was good. Midwest was good. Rah, Amber, Cece, David, Buddha. Salute to everybody, man. Mike. I also seen some stuff about, they saying that like some of these visits we getting from these extraterrestrials are actually human beings from the future. They're saying they're humanoids from the future coming back visiting. Some crazy videos they was talking about, you know, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. I don't know if that's the case or not, but we definitely go get into all that too, man. Check that out, see what they talking about with that. I'll wait for a few more people to fall in, then we'll get started. Angela the Dow, the boss lady, gets in the building. He said those scientists are being held somewhere and still being made to work. That might be the case. Solo was good. There's something going on with them for sure. That might be the case. You might be on to something with that one. We got a few people in here, man. Let's go ahead and get it started, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. You might be on to something with that one, DJ.
President Trump posting on social media that he is extending the ceasefire, but he will continue the blockade of Iranian ports. And the president writing at the request of Pakistani officials, we've been asked to hold our attacks on the country of Iran until such a time as their leaders and representatives can come up with a unified proposal. The president also saying that the government of Iran is seriously fractured. So, Monica, this all comes after a day of rapid-fire developments where the vice president was expected to leave for Pakistan, staying here in Washington, meeting with the president. There's been a series of meetings with Jared Kushner and with Steve Witkoff throughout the day. And now we're hearing from the president of the United States that he's doing something that he said he did not want to do even earlier today, extending the ceasefire.
Restock.
Hey, and I seen a press conference with what's his name, Pete Hegseth. Head Safe, however you say his name. And they were saying like the real number of people who, casualties, U.S. casualties that happened over there in Iran. And he said this out his own mouth. He said they're not gonna expose any of that information, everything, because they don't want to make the president look bad. So with him saying that basically saying like it's more casualties than what they've been reporting to us and everything. I found that kind of crazy too.
And we caught a ship yesterday that had some things on it which wasn't very nice. A gift from China, perhaps, I don't know. But I was a little surprised, but because I have a very good relationship, and I thought I had an understanding with President Xi, but that's all right. That's the way war goes, right? But I will tell you that our military is incredible, what we've done.
I just looked into a report from Pakistan, one of our allies, and Turkey, one of our allies. And they're saying that there's not 6 American troops that have perished. There's in the hundreds of American troops that have perished. And then when I started to do some more digging and research, no one is denying this. They're just saying 6 at this time. How many fucking troops are fucking not here anymore on this plane of existence because of this stupid billionaire Epstein war? Somebody tell me this shit. Why am I seeing our allies say that there are hundreds of American troops that have perished, and our government is telling us 6? And they have consistently lied to us in this administration.
Crazy.
Who are we supposed to believe?
Right.
Who do you believe?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is my
I follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to address your falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this country.
to not take
It is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making a
time is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time
tell-
is.
Senator,
You can't lecture me.
you can tell me
Sir,
my time's over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you, sir.
A respectful argument, though.
Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chair.
There is a pattern in this administration. You do what is asked, you absorb the criticism, you protect the president, and then one day you become inconvenient. Kash Patel has spent 7 months firing decorated FBI veterans, dismantling task forces, and telling Congress he doesn't remember basic facts about his own agency. The acting director he fired had a Medal of Valor. The counterterrorism chief he pushed out had just helped prevent an ISIS attack. The agents who are gone had decades between them. Patel said they all failed to uphold the standards of the FBI. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey walked in today and asked a simple question. Who exactly are you doing all of this for?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Patel, I want to start off where we left off last time. I asked you whether you had any knowledge or discussions about removing FBI officials and installing political personnel before you were confirmed to that position. And I wonder, did you then understand or have conversations with the White House about the intentions to do so?
Before I was confirmed,
Yes, sir.
did I have discussions with the White House to remove FBI personnel?
Yes.
No.
So you're saying that you had no discussions with the White House before you were in the position about the removal of any personnel from the agency?
As I was preparing for my confirmation hearing, I had numerous discussions involving the type of people that would be employed, and that those that were failing to meet the mark at the FBI would no longer be employed if I were
And I'm assuming
confirmed.
that mark had to do with loyalty to the Trump administration.
No, you're wrong.
Okay. I'd like to revisit another subject from that hearing. Did you testify? Excuse me, you did testify before the grand jury that President Trump had declassified the documents at issue in the Mar-a-Lago classified document.
Donald Trump was blocked from
Man, Patel just took a whole turn from everything. Y'all remember when he first got in, when he first was introduced and everybody, and he was looking all serious, and I'm like, oh, he about to get in there and do some business, handle some business and everything. And then it seemed like ever since he been in there, it seemed like he's just been a big scandal. He be looking weird and looking paranoid and everything. I don't know what it is, but his energy, he give off some odd energy. I don't know what's going on with Patel for sure. Truth Lady Godmother was good. ATX was good. GNS.
accessing the nuclear codes by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, this past weekend as Donald Trump was ranting and raving like a lunatic and panicking in the Situation Room. And the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Dan Kane, apparently told Donald Trump, get the hell out of here. We're not giving you the code. Stop talking about nuclear weapons. Now, this is according to the Mirror. The source that they cite is a former CIA analyst. And I'm going to show you in a moment what this former CIA analyst says that his sources told him about this moment in the White House, where the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Dan Kane, told Donald Trump, stop talking about nuclear weapons. You can't access the nuclear code.
Trizzy got mad over the weekend because I guess Iran wasn't listening to him and following what he want them to do and everything. So he was asking for the nuclear codes. They told his ass, no, we is not giving you no nuclear codes, man. Trizzy crazy, man. Big Ant. Salute the Big Ant in the building. Appreciate you, fam. Much love to the fam. Same here, man. Same to your fam as well, man. Hope all is well, for real. Candy was good.
They had an emergency meeting Saturday night. And apparently, well, one report coming out of that meeting at the White House is that Trump wanted to use the nuclear, so-called use the nuclear codes. And General Dan Kane stood up and said, no. He invoked his privilege as the head of the military, so to speak. It was apparently quite a blow up. There are pictures of Kane coming out of that meeting with his head down to the ground.
Everyone saw.
Man, can y'all imagine if Trizzy got those codes? He would have been tweeting. He would have been all on Truth Social and everything. The first thing he would have said was like, Iran, I got the codes. If you don't comply right now and come up with an agreement, sign the agreement, I'm going to use these codes and we're going to blow you guys to hell. You know he would have been saying something crazy, man, if he got those codes, man.
Oh, this would be the bullshit I'm talking about. What the fuck did Kamala talking about? You know what I'm saying, bro? This is a goddamn circus. They all working for Israel. But then the one mad because they can't do it. I mean, listen to this shit that Kamala talking about. Check this shit out. Hey everyone, so I'm here in Charlotte. Since the start of Trump's war of choice, it's $15 more every time you fill up your tank of gas. The price of diesel has now gone up 80% since the start of the war. And you best believe that's going to carry over to how much you're paying for all the goods that are being transported on those semis. We've got a president who is paying more attention to what he thinks is in his best political interest and personal interest, as opposed to what is in the best interest of working people in America.
I'm sure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power. That is one of my highest priorities.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles.
The United States is clear. We will not allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon.
If I'm the president, we will attack Iran. Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them. That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that.
Make no mistake, a nuclear-armed Iran is not a challenge that can be contained. It would threaten the elimination of Israel, the security of Gulf nations, and the stability of the global economy. It risks triggering a nuclear arms race in the region and the unraveling of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. That's why a coalition of countries is holding the Iranian government accountable.
This ain't nothing but a script, y'all. Just look how everybody was talking about it. Everybody talking about it the same way and everything, man. This ain't nothing but agenda, propaganda. Like, they been on this, man.
What the fuck do Kamala be talking about, bro? Do y'all know, look at this, man. Do y'all know gas was the highest with Biden? Like, they all for the war. When I get in, I'm going to go bomb all of them for what they did. Since you're not in, oh, he's bad for doing it. This is the goofy shit. This is what we mean about circus, bro. And they both on Israel's side. I know y'all thought Trump was going to do what he did, and we thought he was going to, he's switching to Democrat. He's switching from Democrat to Republican. Oh, shit. He might be doing what JFK might be doing. That's what we thought. He was going to stand up against them. Nah, they big. He was the last hope to fight the machine, bro. It is what it is. That's why y'all got to care about policies only, man. You know, that's why people never told y'all who they vote. Democrat, Republican, nigga, they all the same bird. The bird means we all work for him. We all work for the Israel.
He just like Conscious Juice. He need to get his mic together, man. Margaret was good. Gervais was good.
Yeah. It is what it is. Look at Kamala's husband. You think that's a coincidence? You think you're going to climb a lot of success by saying, hey, I'm going to help black people? Her husband, look, you know you can't say too much. That's how you know who run the country. Look, her husband. Y'all got to get hit, bro. This shit crazy, man. Has been high way before this. And this is what's good about Trump. If I'm going to do something, nigga, we might as well take the goddamn gas and oil and shit from wherever we got it. For some reason, if I got to do this job, I might as well go take the damn oil and gas, nigga. In a minute, gas going to be hella low. Why? Because the nigga don't took the shit. Yeah. That's America. We take shit, bro. The reason why shit's so good and shit be so low, because we take. That's why. We don't have the resources. We take the resources, bro. Y'all knew presidents were puppets, but for some reason y'all don't know it. Well, we thought Trump wasn't gonna be no puppet, but they got him too. Who knows why? Y'all comment below. They got Big Trump over there too. Hey, yeah, they made him bow down. So if they made him bow down, it's a wrap, B. It is what it is. But this is News Radio, man. I tell you what you think.
But we have a bond to Israel that's much stronger. It's a moral commitment. A moral commitment because of what happened during the Holocaust, and a moral commitment because it is a democracy, the only democracy in that area. And under the circumstances, that is why American presidents and the American people in the future will support all out the survival of Israel if it's attacked.
The refund was the biggest you've ever had. Is that a correct statement?
It definitely was.
Not only is this woman most definitely central casting, but they think that we are so stupid to believe any of this. Not just her identity, but the entire...
Look how they be getting caught up. I told y'all the internet is undefeated, man. Look how they be getting caught up, man. Remember I told y'all about the DoorDash lady that just delivered to the White House or whatever? You know it was set up because can't nobody DoorDash to no damn White House. They ain't letting nobody cross those premises like that. But anyway, all central casting, man. Like, just watch this.
Stunt. Here are her tattoos from the 2 separate days. They're the same. Not only did their PR person for DoorDash actually admit that this was a hired and filmed stunt and not an actual delivery placed through the app, more so because this woman is from Arkansas, not DC. The PR person is absolutely losing his mind on X right now because people aren't looking at it as more positive. Maybe because it's mathematically impossible to save $11,000 in taxes or get an $11,000 refund like she claims. This person explains it perfectly. There is absolutely no way she has gained that much in tips because she would have to work 14 hours a day in Arkansas to make that much. And not only her husband with cancer who can't work, as she says, would have to do the same.
Man, this shit's so crazy, man. This ain't nothing but a fucking, man, oh my God, man. Like, why do they do this? Like, why do they play with us just boldly like that, just in our face like that, man? This shit crazy. You know you can't hide nothing these days. You can't hide nothing. Internet undefeated, especially during these times. They go debunk everything. And it's crazy because it's getting harder and harder to find different videos and everything. I see how they doing now. They really censoring a lot of like TikTok and all these different spots and everything. Now they ain't showing videos like they used to show and everything. Like some stuff they suppressing some stuff right now. So I see what's going on. It's getting tough. They ain't trying to let people spread the information out there like they want. Like, so hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going.
We're not doing this. Please, for the love of God, tell me we're not this stupid. You see this woman here? She's a woman who was the downed U.S. pilot who was speaking out, and here getting a pat on the back from Mr. T.
Oh,
I just want to know, was she ready?
The DoorDash lady was the down pilot too? Man, they just be, you see how they be doing it?
Stupid. You see this woman here? She's a woman who was the downed U.S. pilot who was speaking out, and here getting a pat on the back from Mr. T. I just want to know, was she rescued before or after she made her food drop to him? This is not a joke. This is the world we're living in. And here she is from July of 2025 at the House Ways and Means Committee in Las Vegas. Central casting at its finest. They're trying to force everyone into a fake reality and make you believe all of this. Please wake up if you're not awake. Please, can we all get this over with?
That's crazy, man.
On
Right,
Pax Israeli, what is it? Pax
about them wanting everybody to hate them.
Judaica, yeah, about their end time prophecy.
Yeah, 100%.
They need the world to burn.
Yeah, and all this end time shit is all a giant Broadway production. It's all being created by these groups of elites that have this whole. We just had Gary Wayne on my show. He's like, if you ever want to interview somebody super interesting, like Batman is a Nephilim, he has all these really great. Like, you go back, there's a god with the Batman helmet. Have you seen that shit? I thought that was a joke. No. That's real shit. So, like, he's talked about, dude, like, they are just all astroturfing this end of day shit because annihilation, they want annihilation because in their heads, they believe, because they've been told by these fallen angels that they will come back as gods. So that's why they just want to nuke the whole fucking thing.
Dude.
It's so crazy, dude.
It is crazy.
And you know, so we live in this great time where everything's coming out, and there's about 4 conspiracies that are left of the really that are the really good ones that, you know, that it's going to take a lot to get people to believe in. You know, flat earth, viruses don't exist, nukes don't exist, and the funny, as Owen Benjamin calls him, the funny mustache guy wasn't who we thought he was, and not in a good way too. There's some dick riders out there, and I'm like, they're crazy. Mm-hmm. He was a British agent, so. But once we get to that, you know, those are the last 4. And it's like, those are the 4 that if you bring it up in a casual conversation, everyone's walking away and thinking you're a crazy person.
What about the moon? Is that one accepted?
I think people are now like kind of like, you can talk about the moon with your regular friends and they're like, oh, that's interesting.
Right.
But these other 4.
The flat earth, you're kicked out.
When you're like, hey, dude, viruses aren't real. And they're like, whatever, whack job. Right? Or, you know, or you're like, hey, the funny mustache guy was a fucking Rothschild and he was controlled by the British Empire. Uh-huh. They'll just walk away and think you're a crazy person.
Right.
Those are the last 4 left.
There are a lot of people who think Hitler's cool now.
Yeah, and listen, there's some guys out there that have done a wonderful work. Like their whole life, they've sacrificed everything to kind of call out, you know, Zionism and stuff like that. And they want to believe that guy was this hero. You know, they're like, he arrested a Rothschild. It's like for a week, dude. The guy was in jail for a week. I've had friends for DUIs longer in jail, you know? So it's like, what they want you to believe is that this guy rose up in this completely locked down country. Like after, like World War I, World War II, my buddy Johnny Woodard.
In Los Angeles, there's more hospice companies than the entire nation combined. They're mainly operated by Russian mobsters. And they claim to be taking care of people who are dying and charging the federal government in their homes. So it's home care. So they're providing nurses to somebody who is dying in their own home. And it's all fraudulent. You know what the mortality rate is for these Russian hospices in Los Angeles? They have a 100% survival rate. Nobody ever dies. So they're in a hospice. They're just billed eternally. And the people don't actually exist. They're just patient IDs that they've stolen.
Okay, well, here's what
That's
you don't know
crazy.
about Albert Einstein. A friend helped him get a gig as a clerk at a Swiss patent office. During his years there, he pretty much had all of the most influential discoveries. This included in 1905 his so-called miracle.
I never knew Albert Einstein worked at the patent office, y'all. So do that explain a lot of the reasons why he had all those inventions and ideals? Was he stealing people's ideals and making it his own? Like, yeah, I came up with this. What y'all think?
Year when he published 4 groundbreaking physics papers. Do you think he just stole them?
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past people.
If I worked at a patent office and I saw all these good ideas coming in, I was like, that's mine.
Yeah, I mean, everyone stole ideas. Thomas Edison stole all his shit from everybody else. He stole the filament from the inside. It was a guy named Lewis Latimer, a black dude who came up with it. And he was like, oh, this is mine. Why you roll your eyes when I say a black dude? Anytime I mention that I'm black, I go, oh, black people. Black History Month motif.
Always February motif.
I know, man.
This is the big story. Supposedly, there's one that's so big that they can't move it, so they built a building around it. And that's supposed to be in Korea.
What?
Supposedly. That's why I heard it's in Korea. But yeah, this is the lore, that this thing is so big that they couldn't move it, that they had to put a building around it.
Dude, that's wild. That'll
U.S. Congressman has claimed the classified facility housing a UFO is hiding in plain sight. Well, that's kind of hiding in plain sight. They literally made a little antenna on the top, just like this sport model. Look at this sport model. It has that antenna on the top. I don't know what to believe, man, but I know I want to believe. 270 feet in diameter. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's fucking.
There is reportedly an object that is not in this country that is so large it cannot be moved. That they've built an entire building around it, and I think either Greer or another individual has actually mentioned this site, but I'm not going to mention it because it is a classified location. But there is a really apparent, there's reported a really large object, and that's one of the locations that I've.
This ain't no strike. It's just the Wi-Fi tripping, man. Ain't got nothing to do with no strike.
I'm requesting to get to. It's going to involve a lot to make that happen, but that may be the final destination.
Hey friends, bit of a controversial topic here, but let's go because it's a fun one. So I do believe that future humans are currently interacting with our civilization, and that these future humans are actually American. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. So it's very well known in inside circles that back in the 1940s, the Germans had an advanced understanding of anti-gravitics and were actually making anti-gravity devices and craft. Now, when you manipulate gravity, you also manipulate time inadvertently. There's something called the four-dimensional space-time continuum. This is proven by Einstein and general relativity, that when you manipulate space which gravity does, you also manipulate time. They're interlinked. It's a fabric, okay? So as they are manipulating gravity with these anti-gravity devices, it also creates ripples and distortions in time, making them time machines, okay? So if they already had this technology, or at least were tapping into it in the 1940s, imagine what they have now, and imagine what they'll have in the future. And there's a lot of high-level people that have come out and talked about how time travel is theoretically possible, how we have these programs, and how the Germans were doing this a long time ago. Now, after the World War II ended, we brought so many of those Germans over here. A lot of people don't know this. There was something called Operation Paperclip. And we brought the best and brightest German scientists and engineers to America. But we didn't just sprinkle them around society. No, we created these secret organizations and put them at the top of them, including the CIA, the NSA, DARPA, and NASA. Yes, those are full of German scientists and engineers. So these anti-gravitic programs didn't go away. They just went underground in America. But they also have better funding, resources, and protection here than they did there. So there's no reason to think that they didn't just skyrocket with their capabilities over the last 80 years, okay? Knowing all that, knowing that America is basically like Germany 2.0 with this stuff, and is the center of basically time travel and anti-gravitics, okay? So knowing that, let's talk about aliens. So when we talk about aliens, there's a organization called MUFON, and they closely track all aliens and encounters and that kind of stuff. And overwhelmingly, America has more alien encounters than anywhere else. And overwhelmingly, the two most commonly reported aliens and grays. And when people talk about the Nordic aliens, what do they describe? Well, not very alien-like. The craft usually don't come in from the atmosphere. They come out of the earth, or they materialize in midair. The Nordics are seen as human-looking, human-behaving, usually wearing military uniforms, very well-mannered and professional, and have light hair, light eyes, light skin, and look very human, okay? So these don't seem like aliens. And they also are very interested in our nuclear weapons, and they tell people to clean up the environment. Best behavior from someone who has a vested interest in the future of humanity and the future of Earth. Not very alien-like, but very human-like, okay? So put all this together, what do we have? Well, let's look at our current administration. It is this ragtag group of people that's formed together, seemingly
This don't make no sense, man. Let me go ahead and get to the end of it, man. Knock it on out, man. Yeah, it happened again, Angela. It just keep on going out for some reason. I don't know what's going on. It just turn off and then say something, try again, some error or something. Then I have to restart it, come back on. The Wi-Fi is tripping, and I could tell because it keep on, that circle keep popping up. The videos ain't loading all the way. Yeah, the internet tripping. The internet ain't never tripped on me like this. And I got the fastest. I got the top of the line. Shit. Let's finish it off though, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Just being patient with me, man. Staying in here. Emmanuel, what's good? Bang Boogie, Michael, salute to everybody. Hey, I already cleared my web history. I did all that. Cleared the cache, all that. I'm tech geek. I do all that type of stuff, man. I done restarted the router, unplugged it, everything, reset it, restarted it on my Cox app, everything. Reset the data. I get it together. It's all good.
Comparing the U.S. population, at least, and
by extension, the world population into that reality that there is a presence here, and that we need to explain this presence. Because if they show up and we continue to do what we did before in previous decades, and they show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, or maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared. And if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened within inside the government, in certain areas inside the government, that we need to prepare. And that's why in 2017, that set a clock of 10 years. And why Lou Elizondo earlier in this year said, just find a hobby for 5 years. And, it'll all be out in 5 years. And he said that this year. So that was 2027. And I would say I've heard 2027 in a kind of an official capacity that I can't reveal. So I think I would say that people in the government are aware of something happening, and that there's limited time, a few more years to prepare the people. And that's what's ramping up this acceleration from the previous 7 decades of not even acknowledging it to now we are acknowledging it at a faster and faster pace.
What do you Man, something big finna happen. I know one thing, man. We have an outage. If they did a Wi-Fi outage to where when did nobody have no Wi-Fi or nothing, man? Like, man, that'd be crazy. Cause I'm sitting here realizing, like, man, I ain't shit without my Wi-Fi. Like, I can't stream, I can't do nothing. I mean, I can use my phone data or whatever, but like, what if we did have like a EMP hit us or some hit us and everything go out? We can't use no phones, Wi-Fi or nothing, man. Oh my God, bro. Just with the Wi-Fi going out right here just a few times and everything, I just got frustrated. So I can just imagine everybody would be going crazy.
Think is going on with these 11 scientists who have either vanished or passed away in very strange manners. Now, all of these people have very similar connections. A lot of them have worked on secret UFO programs. And not only that, you have people from Los Alamos, from NASA, all the way to the military who have connections with the UFO phenomenon. So we have to ask, what is going on? But there's also one other prominent figure in the UFO world that people are not talking about, and that's Nick Pope. Nick Pope worked for the Ministry of Defense on a secret UFO program. He was the real life X-Files. And when you look at his passing, right, he got sick very fast, and within 6 months he was gone. Now, a lot of people don't talk about these things, but a lot of people in the UFO community know that if you talk about certain things, really stuff bad happens to you. And they have the ability to make you sick, to make you disappear.
Right.
But we have to ask ourselves, why would they do this? Part of it could be because of national security, right? You don't want China, Russia, North Korea to know these secrets. If they're working on anti-gravity, these new propulsion systems, you don't want that technology getting into the hand of the enemies. You also don't want people to know if you have this secret underground facility where you're reverse engineering craft, or you have extraterrestrial life, right? That could be dangerous.
And I know all this shit sounds so crazy. I know it's a lot of people out there like, yeah, right. Ain't Ain't no fucking aliens. Ain't no underground facilities reversing technology, reverse engineering, advanced technology from extraterrestrials or studying aliens. Like, it's a lot of people that's probably like, man, yeah, right. But just think about it, man. Like, what if this is happening? What is going on with all these UFO researchers coming up missing or taking their own life? Like, the man, like, we finna get into it. We finna show the dude that just took his own life the other day, 2 days ago. Frank, good, ATX. I go to Wi-Fi, tripping again.
But some people think that it's something much bigger. They do not want to tell us what is coming next. And they want to be one step ahead of us because they know of an extraterrestrial invasion, or perhaps that these extraterrestrials are malevolent. What is going on? Why are these people disappearing? And what is happening to them?
The ultra-terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-40s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years.
What?
P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future.
The crazy thing about it, I think this lady right here, she's gone too. I don't know if she unalived. They say I think she missing. I think she's missing too. Cause I was gonna say, how do you know this information? But I forgot what her name is, but I think she's missing as well.
It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die. I was homeschooled through this group called Covenant Christian Academy. Jim Ashburn, the inventor of YBCO, was a homeschool dad from my cover group. Sean Bellina, MK Ultra motherfucker. His parents were both OBGYNs for MK Ultra, and he was raised on LSD from the age of 6, was a CCA homeschool dad. Bill Dent, the best friend of Edward Teller, neutron bomb inventor, was a CCA homeschool dad. And like when we moved into our farm here in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, there was Mr. and Miss
My bad, y'all. I just figured it out though. They just sent the little thing. I think it ain't even my Wi-Fi because I could pull up every other site, everything coming up fast. TV still going, everything good, phone good. It's StreamYard. StreamYard said it might be on their end. I think StreamYard connection is kind of crazy or messed up today. Maybe they having some server issues or something, but let's finish it up, man. My bad, yeah. I hate when it be doing this, man. Messing up the show. Let's just finish it up, though. But yeah, that lady that was just talking, I think she is missing. Or she might be unalived. I don't know. I don't actually exactly remember, but that's crazy. She said the aliens visiting from the future. P-42s, P-50, whatever she said. Crazy work.
Wilcock, he knew the truth about black people. He understood that there was a metaphysical symbiotic connection between black people's DNA and how it's able to interface with these ultra-terrestrials who are interdimensional, outer-dimensional, extraterrestrial entities that come from a different star system, which are basically the same entities that the 12 scientists were also talking about, the ones that came up missing. So there's a metaphysical connection to everything that's taking place when it comes to the unaliving of David Wilcock and the 12 scientists missing. Now, here's a video back from 2012 where David Wilcock said verbatim that he will be unalived for putting out information talking about Simeon Toko, a man who had the abilities of Jesus, a man from Africa. And he said that he will be unalived for putting out this information inside of his book.
Damn.
The crazy story that I heard, which, and remember, I was told at the time that if I disclosed this, that I would be killed.
What? And this the dude who just, they say supposedly, allegedly, unalived himself. This was like 2 days ago. And he was like he came on like every Sunday. He was big in like the UFO community. He researched all that type of stuff. And he said it right here, talking about Simeon Tokyo. Like they told me if I released this information that I would be, he said it.
And I ended up putting it in the book anyway. The story was that this guy, they finally said, okay, we're going to bring you to the United Nations and share your message with the world. Let's get you on this flight. They bring him on this flight, and instead of bringing him to the United Nations, they shot him repeatedly, and then actually had this kind of meat grinder device, and basically like a bandsaw, I guess, and sawed up his body into a whole bunch of pieces. These very like radioactive shielded containers, and then all these fighter jets dock with the plane and fly his body parts to the rest of the world. And these containers turn them into ash. And they thought that maybe this would defeat him, like that his body somehow, the tissue was necessary. So if they destroyed all the tissue in all these places across the world, maybe they could defeat him. Well, he then regenerated in their offices.
Now, when you get into the esoterics and the conspiracy of it, David Wilcock, he died on 4/20 at age 53. So from April 20th all the way up until the time of June 12th of 2026, that's 53 days apart exactly. And that's when the movie Disclosure Day comes out on June 12th. So from June 12th all the way back to April 20th is exactly 53 days apart, and David Wilcock was unalived at age 53. There's an esoteric connection with that. And then when you look at the movie cover of Disclosure Day, it's the same deer that was on Leave the World Behind. So there's a metaphysical connection with that.
That's crazy. And then David Wilcock, he did a live stream, I think Sunday. It might have been the day before 420. Yeah, it probably was Sunday because he usually, go live on Sundays and everything. And he said it like right before 420. He said like he don't have no mental problems. He's happy. He's healthy. Everything. He was like basically giving people clues, letting them know like I'm okay, y'all. Like if something happened to me, y'all know. Don't think I did it to myself or nothing and everything. And then the next day they said he unalived himself. Man, this shit crazy, man. Crazy, y'all. Hold on, let me go find it. There we go. Hold on.
The ultra-terrestrials, I think.
So what's weird is a bunch of scientists that worked on UFO technology are coming up dead, right? But David Wilcock, he's like a legend in the UFO field. He was talking a lot about some conspiracies that maybe people didn't want talked about, you know, like human, alien, hybrid, whatever going on. But still, David Wilcock?
Guys, did David Wilcock just self-exit? I have chills all over my body. Oh no, 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 please tell me. Oh no, oh no, oh my heart, oh no. Apparently he did it in front of cops. There was some kind of mental health wellness check. Oh, he did such, I know everyone has opinions about him, and I tend towards just, I know he
I don't believe that shit.
brought a lot of really good, important stuff forward. He may have been whatever he was too. I know I know y'all are gonna, I know. It's not gonna, the way that he cracked my mind, body, spirit open, it wasn't even about believing everything he said. It's about the things he invited me to think about. That's how David Wilcock excited me. He invited me to consider things I'd never considered before.
And that's how they be spinning the media, y'all. Y'all see how she just said, apparently he did it in front of the cops. Like, this the type of stuff they do. They know damn well he probably didn't even do it to himself. But when they put the reports out, they probably told him, like, yeah, make sure you say that the officers walked up and seen him actually do it to himself and everything. And they put that report out, and that story of travel, and everybody believed like that really happened. Like, I don't think that happened because he was just live talking about, man, I ain't got no mental health issues or none of that. And then all of a sudden they go say, oh, mental health issue, he did it to himself in front of the cops. Come on, man. Danny was good. King Thug was good. Solo.
He was such a big part of my awakening. And I know he had his wild, crazy thoughts and his eccentricities, but we all do. All of us who are on this journey, especially the ones who can see through the veil, we're weird as shit. Okay, we're weird. We do things that people don't understand. We have personalities that grate on you, and oh gosh, no, please. No, well, if he went during a really good alignment. He probably caught that comet.
Man, if you don't go, lady.
Godspeed.
And again, focusing on the positive, this is so important. I really wish there were other influencers out there doing global meditations, but right now it seems like I'm the only one. And so we gotta keep on track, you guys. I need other people out there doing this for me, because I don't want to be a single point failure. If anything ever happened to me, God forbid, you know, we don't want that to happen. But I want other people to be doing this as well, not just me.
It's crazy.
But yes, Father, because he's an ascended being. Again, most of us can't do this. You don't get to resurrect. If you lay down your life, you're done. So please don't do that. Please don't be stupid. Okay? It's something you never want to have to go through. And again, you know, natural is the only way to go. But anyway.
Y'all. Ain't that crazy? That was his last live. Like, the day before listen to what he's saying. He basically saying like, man, they, you know, I want other people to speak up for me. Like, if they basically put the story out saying I did something to myself, like, he warning people and everything, like that ain't the way to go. You ain't gonna get forgave for, you know, doing that to yourself and everything. Like, perfectly speaking right here and everything. Like, look at this, y'all. Ain't this crazy?
But yes, Father, because he's an ascended being. Again, most of us can't do this. You don't get to resurrect. If you lay down your life, you're done. So please don't do that. Please don't be stupid. Okay? It's something you never want to have to go through. And again, you know, natural is the only way to go. But anyway.
Y'all, he's actually dead. I confirmed it myself with police reports. And they're saying that the death was by self-unaliving. Don't comment on this video saying I'm wrong because the mainstream media hasn't reported it yet. Let me start to tell you guys how weird this is and why you should maybe know who it is. So he just did a live stream 2 days ago and was in very great health and very energetic. And it was 10, 11 a.m. that they get a call and they find him and the thing that he used to take his own life. This is where it gets weird. So David Wilcock is known for a lot of different conspiracy type situations. He was on Ancient Aliens years and years ago, even till recently. But when he left Ancient, he was doing seminars by himself and talking about very, very crazy things like Looking Glass and other three-letter agency activities. He also warned of something in the very near future coming, a great deception, you could say. Now, this information first leaked by people that were close to him, made it to Reddit, and now all sorts of sites, and I was able to find that exact police report. Now, disclaimer, I didn't agree with everything he says, but it's really hard to find someone where you can agree with everything they say. But one thing was sure, the path that he was on was he was going against everything right now that they are putting so much money behind to get us to believe. I mean, he even did this live talking about, is that guy the Antichrist? But look, the biggest thing is he had been in that game. There are probably NDAs that he had, and he started calling out everything for psyops the way that they actually are. With this big push for alien disclosure, it wouldn't surprise me if he came out and said exactly the way things are and what kind of entities are really ruling the earth. Miraculous sleep, feeling great, energized to self-unaliving. I don't buy it. Do you?
Man, that's crazy. Nah. There's something to it. Or like DJ said earlier, like it might be all like a little play. They might be taking all these scientists somewhere. Maybe they getting ready for the rollout. The Disclosure movie finna come out. Maybe they finna get ready for this big rollout. I don't know, man, but I kind of find it crazy, like all these UFO researchers and scientists just disappearing or taking their lives or being unalive. Like crazy stories too. Like if you go look at all the stories, they all crazy. Like what? Super crazy, but we go see, man. We go see. For real, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all patience. Apologize for that Wi-Fi network issues today and everything, but we got through it, man. Stay on wave, y'all. Protect your peace watching these videos, man. Keep that good love around. Keep that good energy around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win, man. Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate the super chats, all the love. Thank y'all so much. It's your boy Thao, FamOver TV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody, man. Christy was good. Soja was good. See y'all later, man. Plus Club. Peace.
FamOver.